Domestic violence cases are some of the most seriously prosecuted cases in the state of Maryland. Each county in Maryland now has an office that's designated specifically to domestic violence, and the prosecutors in that office are specifically trained on domestic violence issues and how to prosecute them. Handling a domestic violence case is unique from handling almost any other kind of case in the state of Maryland because there are defenses available in domestic violence situations that are not available in other cases. Domestic violence often involves police officers or other investigating parties coming to the scene of an event, which is usually a couple's home, to investigate a particular situation. A police officer may be by himself or may have many assistants with him interviewing not only the defendant, the victim, and but also any other witnesses that might be present on the scene of the incident. It's important not to speak to the officers without counsel, as the statements that you give to a police officer or one of the other investigating parties may be and likely will be used against you in a court of law. Domestic violence prosecutors are well versed in utilizing the information that officers obtain at the scene of an incident and then using it in a court of law against a defendant. Remember, when somebody is in your home, they do not have to read you your rights before asking you questions. So do not expect a Miranda warning and do not expect to be told that you do not have to speak to a police officer or one of the other investigating agents. They may begin to ask you questions and elicit responses that are incriminating, and you may not have any protection but to keep your mouth shut and wait to speak to an attorney before making any particularized statements. When a domestic violence case goes to court, the unique nature of the defenses that are offered in Maryland, specifically the spousal privilege that a couple enjoys when they are married, is something that a Maryland-trained criminal attorney can assist you in identifying. When a spouse is trying to testify against another spouse but makes the determination that they may not want to testify, they have an opportunity one time during the course of that relationship to decide that they do not want to testify in a particular case. Usually this means that the prosecution does not have a case to go forward on and is forced to acquit the person of the criminal charges that have been alleged. In other circumstances, even if a couple is not married, there are other opportunities for a person to determine they do not want to testify. One of those may be the Fifth Amendment privilege. Again, an experienced attorney will be able to assist you in determining whether or not that particular privilege is available in this case. Remember, there are various prosecutors that are being trained on a regular basis as to how to prosecute domestic violence cases. Often, when witnesses are uncooperative, there are various ways in which a domestic violence prosecutor can elicit responses from them without their cooperation. So be certain to speak to a Maryland attorney about all of your defenses before going to court on a domestic violence case.